Justin, for you, if you can answer this, please. My friend was laid off from her L1 job but was selected in the H1B lottery. So her last working day is in mid June. Can she apply for jobs with other companies under her H1B now, or does she need to stay with her current employer to maintain her L1 status until her H1B is active? What are her options?
So, unfortunately, if the H1B petitioner was the employer that sponsored her L1 and is subsequently the employer that is laying her off, that means that they're not going to be able to sponsor the H1B. They're not going to file because obviously they're not intending to employ the individual further. When an H1B is selected in the lottery, the individual, the company that sponsored the individual in the lottery, that the actual specific organization is able to file the H1B. So let's say, for example, she works at company A and she works on an L1 with company A. Company A says, let's get her on an H1B. They file in the lottery, right? They say company A sponsors this person and it registers this person in the lottery. Person's picked. Company A then comes back and says, we don't want to employ you anymore. The selection notice is only for company A. So you can't take that and shop it to other organizations, even within the company tree, basically. So it doesn't matter if company C says, wait, I'll sponsor the H1B for this person, even if C has some sort of relationship with A. Their A is the only entity in town. Now, that's a different case if multiple companies agreed to sponsor her because it's a beneficiary-centric lottery. So once if the person's picked, each company that sponsored her has the opportunity to file for her. So if company A and C each have a selection notice, then you have an avenue where company C could say, yeah, I'm willing to sponsor this person's H1B. But unless that's the case, you're in a circumstance where you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to transfer over that responsibility for the H1B. So what does a person do that's on the L1? Person on the L1, when they're laid off, they're going to have 60 days from their cessation of employment, which is their last day, 60 days to change status, transfer employers, or depart the United States. Now, remember that 60 days has to be within the time frame of their I-94 expiration. So it's whatever is shorter. You know, if your expiration's 90 days, then you have the